Hey everybody, I'm Invisible Katana and I'm reviewing Star Wars Rebels Season 2 trailer. I had no idea this was out until yesterday, oddly enough, on May the 4th. And I was just watching some random stuff and I saw like a reaction video and I had no idea it was out. So it's like, well, I have to check it out now. And I love the trailer. I have it playing again now just so I can see like some of the little stuff I might forget. But I love the trailer. I thought it was really cool. I love season one. I love the show in general. And I have like a little poster because they're actually doing a comic book for the series as well. They're doing a comic for Kanan, and it's called Kanan the Last Padawan, and it takes place and it's like his origin or his backstory when he was around and like what did happen to him during Order 66 and all that stuff. So it's gonna be awesome. I don't know if I'll end up picking that up, but I definitely like the idea of it, and it would be really exciting to see that animated at some point. But since they're doing a comic, I'm not sure how that's gonna affect the series in season 2 and all the backstory and stuff like that. But even sticking with the present, I'm really excited for it because we have Darth Vader actually in the show. Definitely voiced by James Earl Jones, and it was super awesome because it sounds exactly like the movies do. So I love that. I thought it was really cool. We have, of course, Ahsoka coming back. I just realized that Sabine changed her hair color. I didn't notice that any of the other times I watched the trailer. But now instead of her having like the sort of blue hair, she has like blue hair on top, but it goes down to like almost turquoise, which is actually kind of cool. It's very different from her hair because it was like really dark blue, and then if I remember right, it was like dark blue to orange. So that's something it's like a random little thing I noticed because I missed that every other time I watched the trailer. But we got Darth Vader in here. We have Ahsoka coming back. New Inquisitors coming in that look kind of cool. They also look like they're kind of mostly robots. But they look really cool. We have the freaking Clone Troopers coming back. We have Rex and two others, which is just super freaking awesome as far as I'm concerned. That was probably one of the biggest reveals. It was the biggest reveal, and it was amazing. And for anyone who may not know exactly what happened with these characters and how come they weren't betraying the Jedi during Order 66, make sure you check out the last season of Clone Wars because they do actually answer some questions. They have some cool stuff in there. They also have another character from the Clone Wars in there. I believe his name was Gordo. He was like one of the thieves. So he's in there, and they're doing a lot of awesome stuff. I love how much they're combining the shows with, going from Clone Wars and them having to, unfortunately, kind of change things around with that, and then transitioning into this. They're bringing a lot of the actors over. They're bringing a lot of the characters over. So that's without a doubt one of my favorite things. So we have Ahsoka. We have I think everyone wants to know, with Ahsoka and Darth Vader being there, what's going to happen. Because they even have in the trailer where Kanan's talking about, this anger and stuff. I haven't felt this since. And then Ahsoka says the Clone Wars. And that could be just towards, the Sith in general. But I would have to assume that it's towards Vader when he was initially turning to the dark side. So hopefully we get to see Ahsoka meet Vader, and of course Darth Vader isn't going to lose, so that's going to be the biggest thing. Like the way the trailer ends with Vader fighting against Kanan and Ezra, it's kind of like, well, he obviously defeats them, but at the same time they get out of there. So maybe it's just like, the rest of the team, something happens, maybe, they shoot they blast them with the ship or something like that, who knows. But I'm incredibly excited. They also get a new ship, which is going to be pretty sweet. So I'm excited to see that as well. But there is so much that I'm looking forward to for season 2. Like Darth Vader is just like so powerful. He does like one great swing and like stops people, and he's using the Force on Ezra at the end, which is really awesome. But I'm excited for it. It's an incredible trailer. It still looks good. It doesn't, it looks just as good as it did in season 1. So I'm excited for that. But I can't wait for the show to come back on. There's no time for when it'll end up being back. I have to assume just in the fall, like every other show. But this definitely looked amazing. I love the new characters. I'm excited for the new Inquisitors because that was one of the biggest surprises for me at the end of season 1 is that they actually killed off the Inquisitor, and I thought that was just kind of his thing. But we have multiple Inquisitors, and we have 2 now to replace the one that we had, and they all have the same lightsabers. So there's still that really big question of master and apprentice, and it was kind of like, even with the last Inquisitor, it was like, okay, well, you mentioned my master won't be pleased. You mentioned that in the last season, and it was like, okay, well, maybe Darth Vader is his master at this point in time. Maybe Darth Vader's kind of on his own at this point, and so the Emperor took over and started training other people, and that's how they did it. But now we find out that there are two Inquisitors, so each of them have to have a master. I mean, they could easily break these rules. I mean, they're the Sith; they can do whatever the heck they want, and just Sith Academy. We have Jedi academies all over the place, so you have Sith academies and just have one person training multiple people. But I'm incredibly excited to get to know these new characters. I'm very curious to see how they end this season because of all the huge twists that they had at the end of season one, where they kill off like the main villain, and it's like, all right, he kills himself really, and then Darth Vader comes in, and then we still have, with Darth Vader, we still have two Inquisitors, and I think that's mostly due to the fact that Kanan and Ezra kind of need some characters they can at least go up against, because when it's Darth Vader, it's just like, force, and he'll just stop you and then just destroy you. And like they just even had a scene in the trailer where Ezra is fighting one of the Inquisitors. He's fighting the female Inquisitor, and she's like got the blade spinning around and stuff, and he's dodging it, which is actually pretty cool just to see the advancements in his character and his training. So that's actually really exciting too. So I'm very excited to see season 2. It should be pretty epic. I'm like I said, I'm really curious about the new Inquisitors and like their personality styles, especially the female character, because you can't even see her face. She's got like a Mass Effect Tali thing going on. So I'm incredibly excited for it. I can't wait to see them go up against Darth Vader, because that's going to be really crazy, and he's just going to be like destroying people. But incredibly excited for season 2, of course. I want to know what you guys thought about this trailer. What big reveals caught you by surprise? It would most likely be Rex and the other stormtroopers coming. I think is like the craziest thing for everybody, just to have like another character. And we even got Gordo, which wasn't as big of a shock, but it was still a pretty serious shock, because it's like they're bringing in like a set of characters from the Clone Wars. You have like Rex and the other two stormtroopers, and then you have Gordo as well. That's like 4 characters, in addition to Ahsoka, coming from the Clone Wars, and we're going to get to see a lot more of Ahsoka, which I'm incredibly excited for, because she came in really at the end of the season, like as a cool reveal. But I'm excited for it. Of course, like I said, I want to know what you guys thought about it, your favorite parts, least favorite parts. So please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.